Well, hello there. That's a weird intro. I had a question for whoever watches these videos. um, I'm a university student, so I was working on, I was on campus the other day, and I'm taking this music course, and it's not anything like a music history course or learning about different world music and whatnot, because I know there's a bunch like that in university and college and whatnot, and I have a couple friends who are taking that. But this music course, I just decided to take it as an option. So this music course is pretty interesting, and it's fun because it's actually what I kind of consider my hobby to be. It's audio editing and production and all that stuff. So we pretty much do that, and we work at it within a studio on campus. So it's great fun. But let's get to the question. Now, I never owned a Mac ever, an Apple Mac. I've always grown up with Windows and whatnot, and all you guys that are Apple lovers, don't hate me for it, but it's just kind of what was around the house. We got a Windows or Microsoft computer or whatever, so I had to use that, and I kind of grew up with it. But on campus and on a lot of school campuses, not even university, but even nowadays, it seems like normal schools seems to have them, but they all have Macs, right? Apple Macs. It's Mac mania. All the white monitors and the little tiny hard drives of the Macs. It's pretty cool. Now, the one thing that music-wise, how this intertwines in it, is Apple has what it calls is its own audio editing production kind of software, which is GarageBand. And I've never used GarageBand. I've heard about it. I've heard people using it, trying it out. I didn't take it too seriously. I kind of figured that it was kind of a joke. Well, it's not a joke, but I guess beginners, amateur kind of software. So I never even bothered with it because, and I'm not being conceited, but I just ended up being more experienced and a little more complex software. So I never bothered with it. Now, a couple of what is it called? Things projects we have to do. We have to use GarageBand for it, and there's also these other ones called Peak. I think that's another Apple software. That's an audio editing software. The main point of this, though, I'm wondering, is what kind of software do you guys use? And I know that there's a lot of people that may watch this and they don't use anything, but they just like the music that comes out of it. But I know that a lot of people have fooled around with different types of software. Audio editing or production software. Audio editing meaning that you just kind of edit little clips or part of the track here and there to make it a little more finished. And production is obviously you're rearranging and grouping and layering and all that stuff to make an actual song. So it doesn't matter, audio editing or production, what do you guys have you guys fooled around with? And if any, what do you think is better than the other? I'll tell you mine quickly. I started, what's funny, I'll actually admit this is gonna be embarrassing, but when I was much younger and I got into music, house music and all that stuff, I started, what was it called? Shit. It was called EJ. I don't know. Do you guys remember EJ? It was like amateur stuff. I don't know, maybe it's gotten more complex since then. I haven't checked, but EJ Dance, and it was like a software. It was pretty it was all pre-made. Everything was packaged. All you had to do was kind of drag everything into little slots, and you were a composer apparently. But EJ, anyway, that's embarrassing, but okay. That's when I was just first got my computer, and I was like, what can I do to make music? But now, obviously Fruity Loops, FL Studio. that's the main production software now. Audio editing, I use a lot of Sony products. Well, it's recently Sony, before it wasn't. SoundForge, SoundForge Pro, Acid. What is it called again? Acid Pro. That's another. That's a sequencing one. Fruity Loops, like I said, and what else? Let's see. I'm just looking on my desktop. Well, I use a Torque software. Torque is it's a DJ software kind of thing. You can kind of fool around while you're recording a live set and whatnot. But yeah, those are the main ones. Now I've tried other things. I really want to try, what is that called? Cubase, I think it is. And Ableton. Yeah, Ableton. Wow, tongue twister. And recently now, GarageBand. So, and the thing about, I underestimated GarageBand because, you know what? It's very effective and efficient. If you want to do something really fucking quick, it's really good. And that aspect beats things that I use like Acid Pro and whatnot, and FL Studio. Yeah, it's amazingly efficient, which is FL Studio is not that efficient, and it's kind of being outdated, it seems like, because, you know, all these better programs are coming out. But I just want to know what your guys' opinion was. You know, what have you used? Ableton, Cubase. Have you used FL Studio? You know, majority of the people have at least screwed around with FL Studio. Not majority, but many. Do you use SoundForge for editing? Do you use GarageBand if you have a Mac? Have you ever tried any of these? And, you know, do you find it fun, or do you find it, oh, it's too much, I don't even want to bother learning this shit, and just let me just listen to music? I just wondered that. What else? Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to know what your guys' opinions and thoughts were, because of course I'm gonna read your responses, and maybe it'll help me and it'll help everybody else reading them. The community kind of guide their way to a particular software that may be recommended over something else. So we can all help each other in the music world, right? Other than that, that is it. So let me know in the comments section below, and I will be putting out more and more audio videos like this to get in contact or interact with you guys more. Take care, and I'll be seeing you later.